Hi, welcome to a video by Archangel Raphael. So Raphael's going to be talking about soul contracts today. It's going to be a pick a number. There are going to be 6 numbers to choose from, and Raphael will speak about your soul contracts according to the number that you choose intuitively. So first I'm just going to allow Archangel Raphael to come in and speak, and then we'll go into the choices. So I'm just going to let him come in. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing about soul contracts is that they are very much connected to being in your own energy and the things which are right for you to do, and also the things which are not, because it is also that you may have contracts which are not really relevant, which are coming in from other lives, which are perhaps very old energies that need to be cleared, or things you have agreed to which are not quite right for you to do anymore. So I will say that there is an element when it comes to soul contracts that can be out of date or inappropriate, or things you have decided because you have believed that it is the right thing to do, and it is not in alignment to the oneness. So this is the part which is not positive. And then you have the part which is very positive, which is actually coming from a much deeper part of you, which is aligning to the oneness, things which you have agreed to do, things which need to be done in order for you to find balance and harmony. Perhaps things that you need to repay, or things you need to be a part of in order to fulfill a higher purpose. It can even include things you have agreed to do on behalf of higher beings. So these are the contracts I will be talking about today. And I will talk about the things that you have agreed to do, things which you have created contracts about internally on a very deep level. The sorts of contracts which are in alignment, which are good for you, which are directly connecting to the oneness. What I will say about these sorts of contracts is that they are able to be fulfilled, and then you are able to move on from them. But they are the sort of contracts where you do need to do something, where there is something for you to engage with. And when I say this, I mean that they are the sorts of contracts that ultimately will take you forwards in life in terms of your evolution, your growth on a soul level. So what I will do is give you choices and see which number you are drawn to intuitively. If you are not able to decide, remember what you are able to do is simply be with yourself and then just have a feeling inside about which one resonates with you the most. So you are able to listen to all of them and then see which one really feels right for you. But it is good to pick a number if you can. So I will first let you make your choice, 1 to 6. So I will start. Group number 1. For you, I see your contracts are very much about being with yourself in this lifetime. So generally, the things you have decided to do on a very deep level involve being in your own energy. I see for this group of people a lot that is able to come through you when you are by yourself. A lot of creative flow, a lot of energy around being able to be with yourself and then do things on the earth plane, make things happen. So I will generally say for you, you will tend to have contracts which are about creativity, the arts, making something happen on earth by being within your own energy and then seeing what comes through. I see you may even have contracts with higher beings who like to come through you, who may like to communicate through you, give messages, but it involves being in your own company, your own energy. So you are like transmitters of energy, light, creativity. I will say that you can be a channel, perhaps. You can be someone who is an artist. You can even be someone who is an inventor. But that is the type of energy I see. I also see for you the agreements you have generally made with people are all about letting go rather than letting in. So I see that you may have contracts with people who have perhaps held you back in the past, in past lives, and in this life you need to let go in order to fully embrace your own energy and what comes through you. You may even have some contracts to clear with people who are really quite nasty, malicious. But I see that the contracts you have with people are more about letting go rather than allowing in. And I see your contracts were generally, when it comes to what you are here to do, will be about you, your own energy, being more with yourself, being more in the flow, doing things which are very much about bringing in a lot of light. And I will even say that when it comes to people, you may actually have certain contracts to fulfill with some people, which are about clearing up debts, clearing up karmic energies, and then just letting go. And then you will find that you are with the right people automatically. But that is what I see for you. Group number 2. What I will say for you is that there is a lot for you in this lifetime to do on many levels. So I see many contracts here with many different people and places. I see for you it is about actually doing things on the earth plane which are practical, which involve people or groups of people. You may be the type of person who is some sort of consultant working with lots of different people and groups to make things possible on earth. But I see for you, your contracts are very specific and you will collide with the right groups, people, organisations. I see for you there is certain energy that you have, certain knowledge that you need to transmit to certain people, groups, organisations. And it is about fulfilling these contracts. And through this you grow and evolve. And also the people you collide with too as well. I will even say your contracts will include even working in a way where you are able to reach many people at once. But there are many contracts here with many different types of people. So that is what I see generally for you. And on a more personal level, the contracts you have are with the right people who can take you forwards in life, people who are really good for you. So generally I see a lot of positive contracts here with many people. That is what I see. Group number 3. What I will say for you is that it is very much about being in your own energy and being able to actually go much deeper into the light. And for you, I see you have many contracts when it comes to Pacific energies. So it may be Pacific higher beings, it may be types of energies, but it is about going deeply into these energies. Perhaps for you, you will be studying certain types of frequencies very strongly. So it may be that you specialize in something in particular, such as, for example, learning a lot about healing and healing certain types of frequencies that can get stuck in the body and being. But I see contracts here when it comes to healing, wellness, certain frequencies that you will go very deeply into. You may even have a contract with Lakshmi, and it may be your role in this lifetime to learn about abundance of all kinds and share teachings and knowledge. But that is the sort of energy I see. Very specialist knowledge, very specialist energies that you are working with or beings. And I see a lot that you are able to do in this way. And through this you will collide with many types of people who too have contracts with similar frequencies. It is almost like what you are doing in this life is really coming in with a lot of energy, a certain type of energy, and it is really this energy that you have made contracts with. And this energy will bring you a lot of good things on a personal level as well. But that is the primary contract I see. And then within this, it may be that you have some subcontracts with certain things, certain people. So it may be then you are guided to the right people and places who will really want this energy that you are carrying within, that is coming through you. So that is what I see for you. Group number 4. What I will say for you is that it is very much about really being the sort of people who can be with many different frequencies on earth. So I see for you, your contract is about being able to be very broad in your awareness. You have contracts with many different types of people, frequencies, and it is all about, for you, exchanging energy, information, being able to be a part of many things. Your contract is to be able to learn many things through many people and then exchange information, almost like someone who is like a butterfly who goes from one place to another, exchanging information, ideas. And it is because what you are carrying is the energy of someone who has agreed to play this role in life in order to spread information, energy as wide as possible. It may even be that you are very involved in social media, in some kind of information technology, but that is your contract, to spread energy, information, to go far and wide, to be a part of many communities, many different people's lives. And also, I see a contract here about being with the right person or people who are similar to you, so you can do this together. So that is what I see for you. Group number 5. So what I am seeing for you is that your soul contracts, the positive ones, are very much about being able to really go very deep into yourself and be exactly as you are, be true and authentic to yourself. So you have a contract with authenticity, becoming whole on all levels, being an example to others, inspiring through really being yourself. So your contracts are generally about being true to yourself, inspiring people, standing out, letting go of any conditioning, becoming your own person. You may be someone who influences many people in this life. You may be a leader of some kind, but your role is to be very true to yourself, to be authentic. And generally it is about doing whatever feels right in the moment, not getting involved with whatever you are told you should be doing, but being your own person. So your contract is with truth, authenticity, integrity, personal power, being a leader, standing out, inspiring people. That is the frequency you are in this life. Group number 6. So what I'm seeing for you is a very interesting combination of contracts. So I see contracts with higher beings. I see that you are able to actually be, in one way or another, representing higher beings. Perhaps you are a channel. Perhaps you are working with higher beings in other ways. I also see you have contracts with people you have agreed to help and be there for, and vice versa. I also see contracts you have set up to do certain things on earth. So perhaps it is to create something substantial on earth alongside others. But I see a contract that is all about creating something in particular, perhaps something that will last many lifetimes. It can be a school, it can be something else, but I see you have a contract like this to really ground higher frequencies that you are in and to do something alongside the right group of people. So generally, your contracts in this life are very much about being the sort of person who brings in light, and it may be on behalf of certain higher beings, and then grounds it in something physical, a physical structure, organization, but something that will last and be here for a long time. Your contract is actually very strong. It doesn't have a lot of compromise, and by this I mean that you are meant to collide with certain people who are meant to be a part of this. You are the sort of person who comes in with a lot of good contracts, but also perhaps a lot of negative ones you have had to clear before you can get to the really positive ones and be there fully and completely. I will say for this group of people, you will tend to be larger than life. You will have a lot going on inside of you and in your life. And it is that in this lifetime you are meant to do something larger generally. That is all. So I will say to all the groups now that everything I have given you is able to be in one way or another further integrated by being with yourselves, really feeling into it. And what I will say is that it is not about necessarily going into a mode where you are automatically believing things. It is about feeling into yourself and what truly resonates, how it resonates, what it may be for you on a deeper level. And what I will say about this is that as you go deeper, you will have your own insights. That is what I see. I have no more to say. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening, and much love to all of you.